Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 27, Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Watch the edge, yeah.
Third down, here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete to Williams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. They go play action now. Haskins. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Washington Redskins, first down. First down and goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
On the ready. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, lock it. Hey, pick your game up. Check, 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 check. Back, back, back. Check, check.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
In Washington territory now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
They've got ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they move.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
From the 24, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gators. 80 weapons. Get him. Get him. Check 24. Check 24. Check 43. Out. They go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Ready, break. Mike 51. Look, squeeze. Kill. 61, matchbox, lights. Hey, high 7.
Back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slap.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
60 outlaw.
Looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Break. Hey, exit. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Line the mark. He can hit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He may try and run, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now a handoff looking right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Come on. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. We gotta get the ball, D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Let's go. Ready.
Play action. Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Haskins will throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Mike 9, Mike 9. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, dude. Let's get it. Mike 9, Mike 9. Target, 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 target. Mike 9. Hey, Alpha. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
2nd and 4. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 30 base. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Back to throw here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Slam. 5.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Allen, the intended receiver.
At their own 4-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Oh, what a juke into space. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for the Cowboys. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
He's coming, go. He's coming, double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Go.
Now Haskins to throw it. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And all the way out to the 46. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Here's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down, Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the...
Let's go.
A gain of 21 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
Ready, break. Line 51. Line 51. Recall, 132 fight. All day, defense. Ready.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Haskins. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. They complete it to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
Play action. Haskins. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Elliott good with a PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Watch the whip. Let's go.
Looking to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The end result, 21 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Montez Sweat in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Gurley. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Throwing on second and long. Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Haskins on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on second and long. Haskins. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Haskins to throw. He's going to let it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Cowboys, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.